Good morning and welcome to Coast to Sean. I'm here today. It's Father's Day, 16th of June. We're at Alton Towers, my favourite place. I'm also buzzing. We've got the England game tonight. We're playing Serbia, so hopefully we'll have a good result there. Let's get around the park and see what it has to offer. So far, we've been here for about an hour and the queues are quite small, so we've had 3 rides already. So let's have a good day. Weather-wise, depending on what app you open up, at the moment it's quite nice, so let's have a good day. Just standing in front of Hex, which is obviously the Coma Madhouse. It was closed all last year, and I'm afraid it's still closed for this year. We did get an update at the start of the year saying that the ride would be opening sometime this year. I'll be honest, I did expect it to open at the end of May. Merlin tend to have a habit of end of May opening things. We had the Nemesis Sub-Terra last year, and obviously this year we had Hyperia down at Thorpe Park. But no, it's still yet to open. There's no further updates. We don't actually know what's wrong with it. There's rumours that it's waiting for parts from Coma on one thing and another. What I would say is I do hope it opens. Brilliant dark ride, one of the best in the country. I recently went on one at Legoland, which is quite new to the Legoland. A really good ride, but it's not quite Hex in its theming. So hopefully we'll get Hex back. I mean, on the outside, still everything's there. It looks in good condition. But as you can see, them doors are firmly closed. We've just come out into the car park to get our dinner from the car. And now we're going to get back into the park and get something to eat. Let's go. Just had some dinner. It was a picnic today, a pack up. We're just right outside the roller coaster restaurant. I have done a video in there before. It's on the channel, so if you're interested in the roller coaster restaurant, what it has to offer, then have a look. Right now we're going to go on some rides. I think we're going to do Galactica first, and then we'll probably go up to Nemesis. It's on a 10-minute queue today, so just for those that are interested. Sunday is a quiet day normally, but it is Father's Day today, and for some reason the queues are really small for a weekend. So we're going to go on Nemesis on a 10-minute queue, so we're going to get up there next. I've just had a front row ride on Galactica. It used to be air, a really good ride. Like I said, I was on the front row. It's one of them rides that it doesn't make too much difference what row you're on that one, but at the front obviously it's slightly slower on the first drop, but you get the great views. Air as it was then, obviously went in 2002. It's a B&M flying coaster, and it was the world's first flying coaster. Now, it wasn't quite the world's first. There wasn't one up in Manchester at Granada Studios, but this one is the only one that's standing today. Obviously, Granada Studios is now defunct. Next, I'm going to go down to Nemesis. Like I say, it's on a 10-minute wait, so we're going to go and get on that. I've just done a ride on Nemesis. That was the third row, row 3. Great ride. I mean, obviously Nemesis has been around now for years. Well, the original since 1994. It's been redone this year. It's been tracked. Still got a little, I'd call it a rattle in the last corner, but other than that, perfectly smooth. Obviously after its retracking work, and the train's been redesigned. The theme in this area I've covered in previous vlogs, obviously all redone for this year, really good. You can see the mushroom towards bus in the background. Now I'm going to go down to, in the middle of the Forbidden Valley, there is Project Ocean, which is a new flat ride going in. Now we're not 100% sure what it is. The rumours are that it's going to be a top spin, which follows in the footsteps of Ripsaw. There goes Nemesis. Follows in the footsteps of Ripsaw, so I'll have a look. It has gone vertical, there is a crane there today, so we'll see what's happening. I've just stood outside the Project Ocean site. I've just uploaded some footage from across the fence. What I would say is the second bit of footage, I did actually okay. I was sort of stood on the rock, balancing on a piece of wood and stood on a selfie stick at full height. So I did sort of alright to get that footage. But as you can see, I mean, I've only seen what you've seen. So it looks as though the tunnel's nearly built now. So I think the 2 big walls that you see, that's going to be the tunnel where you're going to be able to walk straight under. On the plans, the ride is on top of a platform. It's on top of a concrete platform. Like I say, the rooms are, it's a top spin, and there's going to be a tunnel that goes underneath it, forming a footway. Right, I'm going to put the camera away. It has started raining. Like I say, the weather forecast today is changeable depending on what app you look at what time. But I'll just put the camera away and hopefully this will pass. I had another go on Nemesis while it was 10-minute queue. I got the back row right seat, really forceful. I've probably done the back row before loads of times, but I must admit, the first time I've been on for a while, really forceful. Yeah, it was a good ride. So the weather's holding off for the moment. I'm going to get some shots of the off-ride footage now. The street actors are still roaming around Forbidden Valley, which is great to see. Obviously it looks like they're here for the season at least. He's carrying, there is smoke coming out of his box. I'm dying to ask him what's in the box. I've said in my previous vlog before, the street theatre really is good. It's very hard to get him out of character. I did manage to get one of them out of character one day and see how good a job he was doing. Always makes our business part more enjoyable. You can see now that they're still in character, there's no one even there. Really are an asset to the park. Behind me is Nemesis Sub-Terra. Nemesis Sub-Terra has had a period of downtime recently. I'm not sure how long, I think about a week, but it is open today. It actually opened yesterday. And I've been informed that all the effects are back on, so those that will know it well. I know that the ground, last time I come, the ground on the lift on the way up was broken, but it is all now repaired and working great. So great addition to this area. Obviously Forbidden Valley didn't reopen last year, so it's great to see it back open. We're just about to go into the Curse of Alton Manor. Obviously the Curse of Alton Manor did open last year. The graveyard, I mean, it's obviously maturing up now, it's a lot more vegetation growing. It's one of them rides that if the extended queue line is open, it's an experience, but obviously today we've been so quiet, it's a short queue line. But yeah, they've still got the misters on and things like that.
The use of mobile phones and cameras is strictly forbidden in the manor.
Well, I'm having a great day here for Father's Day. Like I said, the weather's holding out quite well now. The sun's come out and the queues are really small. I didn't know what to expect today, but yeah, it seems that no one comes to Alton Towers on Father's Day, so that's good for us. Now, if you like what you see today, can you make sure that you like and subscribe to the video? When we started the channel, our first goal, me and my son who does the editing, when we first started the channel, our first goal, I said to him, let's hope we get 20 views in our first video. So it's nice, we're over 4,000 views, we're about 97 subscribers now, so it'd be great if we get to that magic 100. So like and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. The weather's so changeable, we're all red hot now. So we was down in Forbidden Valley and it was actually rained off at one point, so we had to run and cover for shelter. We've walked around from Forbidden Valley to Curse of Alton Manor. We're now queuing for Congo River Rapids because we're all boiling up and the sun's come out. It's really is a case of April showers. The only thing is, it's not April, we're in the middle of June. I've just had a nice ride there on Congo River Rapids. We waited about 15 minutes. It was nice, the sun was shining when we queued up. but the sun's now gone in. River Rapids, Congo River Rapids, obviously it has been towed down in previous years for whatever reason. But for today, for some reason, I don't know, I've been majorly unlucky, I got soaked. So my whole back soaked, my trousers soaked. In the waterfalls, I was just sat with a waterfall pouring down my back. So I'm not happy. But we're going to get dried off, hopefully that sun will come out and get me dry. Let's go. This is still one of the most favourite parts of, my favourite parts of the park. Obviously old classic Catania Canyon. We've got the wild rhubarb there overgrowing. They do seem to cut it down once a year, but then let it grow and you can't see much. But it's got the classic Catania Canyon sign just around the corner. So there we go, there's Catania Canyon. Obviously one thing Alton Towers does have is the scenic setting. Now they've had a lot of celebrations over on the lawn. It's CBeebies 10th celebration. It's 10 years since CBeebies come to the park. It was a great addition. Obviously there's always been a children's area in that part of the park, but CBeebies took it over. Obviously you've got Justin's Pyomatic Factory in there, Postman Pat Rider, some great ones for the kids. They have had visitors this week. I understand Mr. Tumbles visited the park and they've had lots of events on the lawns. So we'll go over there and have a look. I don't know if there's anything happening over there today, but we'll have a look. I'm just looking at all the ducks and what have you on the lawn. In one of my previous vlogs I mentioned this little area. It wasn't here last time I come. Last year they had it all out. I mean obviously it's ice creams, and this year we have got Pims and Prosecco. Just a nice little area which adds to the food offering. It's just by the main lake, as you can see there. There's some other interesting food options we'll cover today as well. I know the bottom of X sector has now got 4 new food offerings. So Alton Towers clearly listened to me because I did mention this and the bottom of X sector, so we're going to have a look at that as well. But we'll go down now and see if there's anything happening on the main lawns. Earlier on in the day we was up by the house on the other side of the lake, and I said they had all the tables out. They've actually moved all the tables to the side. I think you can see the problem. The lawns are looking a bit second-hand, let's say, after all the heavy use they've had. Like I said, they've had a lot on for the 10-year celebration that CBeebies has been at the park. But yeah, this part of the park is usually jostling. They do a lot of events. I've had Mardi Gras and Carnival on the lawns. Not so much planned for this year though, I must admit. They have scaled it back this year, but still plenty on offer. But these are the lawns. They still kept some of the benches out. There is a bit of a problem at the moment. The lawns are quite muddy. So I don't know if that's why they're cordoning them off. We've had quite a lot of rain in the last couple of days. And you've also got benches down. Obviously we've been summer, expecting crowds. They pull some of these benches out and you've got benches all down there. So you're never short of somewhere to sit. The park's really nicely trimmed up for the CBeebies event. Like I said, there's all the fun on the lawns and things, and then as soon as you come in, you have decorations, the parcels. We're down at the bottom of Tower Street. We'll just sort of show you this. It's about 25 foot tall. I mean, it's a 10th birthday cake. You see the 10 on the top. And like I said, they've been doing all sorts, celebrating 10 years of CBeebies been in the park. That's Tower Street. And like I say, we just rotate round. You have all the lawns that say he's cordoned off. I'll be honest, it's really muddy down there. We've just been down for something to eat. It's quite muddy. There is still signage in the park advertising for the dungeons. Dungeons is at the bottom end of the park. What I will say is, obviously, you do have to. It's an upcharge attraction. You do have to pay extra. I've been a Merlin pass holder. Some of the other, well, all the other dungeons you get for free. So places such as Blackpool, York. We've been to the York dungeons. Always really good. Definitely worth a visit. But like I say, Alton Towers, I'm afraid you do have to pay extra. It has been announced at the end of the year the dungeons will be coming out of Alton Towers. It's going to be something for the scare mazes for Halloween, but we yet to know any more details. Watch this space. Just walking down into X Sector now, one of my favourite parts of the park. There you have Smiler going round. Smiler's a 2013 Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. And like I say, you've got the portal in front of you for the X Sector. Always intimidating this part of the park, I always think. Someone's got the telephone out on the ride, which obviously at Merlin Park you are asked to keep your phones in your pockets. I'm in the heart of X sector now. It's quite busy in X sector, although I've just noticed the ride for Smiler is only at 30 minutes, which obviously on a weekend day is quite small, so that must have been Father's Day. Oblivion here just going to come down. Oblivion went in 1998. It's the original dive coaster. It was the first one on the planet. They call it the first vertical drop. It isn't quite vertical. It is only 87.5 degrees, but when you're on it, it's vertical. There it comes. On my last video, on my last vlog, I did mention the bottom end of the X sector was closed off. I said on the vlog, I said it'd be nice if Alton Towers could open it. Obviously, they've listened to Coaster Sean, and they've now got it open. We've got a food offering down this way. It's called Exposition. There we are, we're going to go down there now. This was all cordoned off last time. Exposition food. So you come through the gates, and this has all been opened up. This used to be the place where the Retro Squad was. There was 2 rides down here. They've took them out this year. But like I say, this is something that I think Alton Towers does need, especially in this part of the park, seating and food. You can see it's popular, it's really full already, which is great to see. So let's have a look what we can get. So the food offerings you get, you've got fish and chips, which is in line with the other Merlin parks. I've done Chessington and Legoland recently, both of them have got fish and chips in there. We've got the drop bar. Now the drop bar currently is only serving soft drinks until they get the licence. The licence opens to get in July. But you see they also do the hot dogs. The prices, by the looks of it, are in line with the rest of the park. I mean, it is $9.50 there for a large hot dog. I know there's been a bit of controversy about the pricing. Shock burgers. So you've got a burger bar. The cube of the burger bar is actually quite large. It's definitely something I will say it does smell absolutely amazing. But that's the burger bar. So you've got, and lastly, after the burger bar, you have got pizza. So 3-4 pizza. So that's 4 units. So you have pizza, burger, a bar. Obviously, like I say, soft drinks at the moment, and fish and chips. But I think it's something that was needed in this area of the park, a food offering. And like I say, we've got some seats and things like that. What I would say about these prices as well is the all-you-can-eat pizza that's up in the park is £21. Now that's all you can eat. Now, if you're anything like me, you know, when you're at a theme park, you don't need a massive meal. A margarita pizza is enough for anyone at £14. So, you know, price-wise, it does bring it down slightly. Another thing worth noting as well, I've just asked in the food places, you do actually get your 20% discount on your Merlin pass if you're a gold pass. So, like myself, we will save 20% off all those prices as well. We're just coming out of X sector. We've had a couple of rides in there. We've done the Oblivion twice and we've done Smiler twice, so we've had a real good time in there. Smiler, we normally do a single rider, but today the queue was so small we actually did it all together. So yeah, all 4 of us on one row. We had a good time. Smiler, those who know it will know it's getting quite rough towards the end. We sort of grimaced through it and enjoyed it. But yeah, you can feel it on the shoulders, and anyone that's got any shoulders or head, you do get pain on that ride. Oblivion, one-trick pony, but it does it really well. Operation's really quick on there today, got us straight through. Within 5 minutes we was on Oblivion, so like I say, we did a couple of rides on that. So we're going to cut across the park. I think we're going to leave via the back exit, the hotel exit, and go to the car park. Like I say, it's Father's Day. We've had a real good day. We've done really well. The queues have been small today. No real outages at all of rides. The downtime is much better it has been this year actually. I will say that this year's been much better than last for downtime at Alton. And that leaves me one final thing to say. If you have a frown, it's time to get upside down. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.